Good morning, students, and welcome to another lesson in English. Today we are going to do English language, the topic being articles. Articles for today. Now, you all know the alphabet. You learnt it right from PP Junior. A, B, C, D up to Z. How many letters are there in the alphabet? 26. Now, out of the 26 letters, 5 are vowels and the rest are consonants. So which are the vowels? The vowels are A, E, I, O and U. I think you all know this, the vowels being A, E, I, O, U, and the rest of the 21 letters are called consonants. So today we are going to do the articles. There are 3 articles that we are going to learn are a, an and the. And the. Now when do we use these articles? Is used before words that begin with a consonant. So is used when a word begins with a consonant. We use an instead of before words that begin with a vowel sound. So we use an instead of when the word begins with a vowel sound. Now which are the vowel sounds? A, E, I, O and U. Now see this example here. There is a tiger in the jungle. Now tiger begins with T, which is a consonant, and therefore we use a. T is a consonant, so we use a. Next, take an umbrella with you because it is raining. Take an umbrella. Why do we say an umbrella? U is a vowel and the sound is a. So we use an. Now some words may begin with a vowel but may have a consonant sound. So there are words which begin with a vowel but yet they have the sound of a consonant. And so when they have the sound of the consonant, we have to use a and not an. In such cases, we use a before the word, like Eric has gone to study at a university in England. I'll repeat the sentence. Eric has gone to study at a university in England. Why do we write a before university? U is a vowel, but the sound of U is YU. The sound of U is YU and Y is a consonant. So therefore we use a. Another example, Anne-Marie is a European. We say Anne-Marie is a European. Why do we say she is a European? Because E is again the sound of E again is of Y, European. You don't say European or something like that. So the pronunciation of U in both the sentences is YU and Y is a consonant. So therefore we use a in front of a word beginning with a vowel, but yet if the sound is the sound of a consonant, then we have to use a. Some words may begin with a consonant but may have a vowel sound. An example, the first example, Ayan has gone out for an hour. Now if you see the word hour, it begins with an H, but the H is silent. So therefore the next letter is O, and O is a vowel. So that's why we use an hour. You don't say hour, you say hour. So H is silent and therefore you use an. More examples are an honest man. You don't say an honest man. Do you say honest? No, H is silent again here. Therefore O is a vowel and therefore you use an. Another example is an heir. You don't say hair, you say heir. E is a vowel and therefore you use an. Now Maya is an MA in English. Now if you look at M, you will say M is a consonant. Why are we using an? But see the sound of M. You say M-A. M-A is a degree in English. So the pronunciation of M here is E-M-M. So A is the sound of a vowel. So when it has the sound of a vowel, you use A-N. So Maya is an M-A in English. So remember, when the word begins with the sound of a vowel, although it's a consonant, you have to use A-N. So students, let's do an exercise to understand the use of and an better. The first sentence, Mohini wants to eat dash orange. Mohini wants to eat an orange. Why? Because O is a vowel. Elephants are said to have dash good memory. What will you say? A good memory, because G is a consonant. Please give Shashi dash 1 rupee coin. Now pay attention here. Now this word begins with a vowel. You will ask me, why then are you using a? But say the word 1 rupee. What is the sound of O? The sound of O here is W. 1. You're saying 1. So therefore we use a 1 rupee coin. Shrija is dash English teacher, an English teacher. E is a vowel again here. And the boy wanted to buy dash red kite. Again, R is a consonant, so you use a red kite. So are you clear about this? I'll just go over the sentences again. Mohini wants to eat an orange. Elephants are said to have a good memory. Please give Shashi a 1 rupee coin. Shrija is an English teacher and the boy wanted to buy a red kite. Now we learned the 3 articles. Now there are definite and indefinite articles. A and an are called the indefinite articles and the is called the definite articles. So now let us see why they are called indefinite and why they are called definite and when to use them. When we talk about something for the first time, we use an indefinite article, that is a and an. So when we talk about something for the first time, we use a or an. And if we use and if we talk about it again, we use the. So this is a definite article. We'll see that in an example. Now I'll read this first. Once there was a forest near Ranchi. There was a jamun tree in the forest. The tree was 20 years old. Now see here, once there was a forest. Now we are talking about this forest for the first time. So we write a forest. This being a consonant, we use a. So once there was a forest. We are talking about it for the first time. We use a near Ranchi. Now there was a jamun tree. Again, we are talking about the jamun tree for the first time, so we write a. In the forest. Now we have spoken about the forest here. Now we are talking about it again. So we use the. So the is a definite article because we know which forest we are talking about. So therefore we use the. Now the tree, again we have spoken about a jamun tree earlier. So instead of saying again a jamun tree, we are using the tree because we know which tree we are talking about. So the tree was 20 years old. So we use a or an when we are talking about a thing for the first time, and we use the when we are talking about it again. So the is called the definite article and a and an are called the indefinite article. Now we also use the definite article the when we talk about a particular thing. We also use the definite article the when we talk about a particular thing. Like we went to Agra to see the Taj Mahal. So we are talking about the Taj Mahal. We are not talking about just anything. We are talking about the Taj Mahal. So that's the time we use the when we talk about something in particular. We also use the definite article the before some proper nouns. So it is used before the names of mountain ranges. Example, the Alps, the Nilgiris. Oceans and seas, the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea. Rivers, the Indus, the Ganga. We also use it before famous monuments, the Red Fort, the Lotus Temple, etc. We also use it before certain books and newspapers like the Bible, the Naveen Times, the Hindu. The Hindu is a newspaper. And lastly, we also use it things that are only one of a kind. For things before things that are only one of a kind, that is the earth, the sun. So remember once again that the definite article is also used before proper nouns like mountain ranges, oceans and seas, rivers, famous monuments, books and newspapers, and also before things that are only one of a kind. So let's do this last exercise for the day. Fill in the blanks with a, an, or the. So let's learn a little better how to use or when to use a, an, or the. Now Pamela is dash fastest runner in dash school. So here this is a consonant and this is also a consonant. So we say we are talking about a particular girl also here. We are talking about Pamela. We are just not talking in general, we are talking about Pamela. So when it is a particular person or thing, we use the definite article, that is the. Pamela is the fastest runner in the school. There is dash girl in my class who has brown hair. So there is a girl in my class who has brown hair. Would you like dash peach? Would you like a peach? What dash interesting story it is? What article will you use? An. What an interesting book or story it is. And the last one, dash Nile flows through Egypt. Now Nile is the name of a river. Nile is a river. So what will you use? The article, definite article. The Nile flows through Egypt. So I'll just go through the sentences one last time. Pamela is the fastest runner in the school. There is a girl in my class who has brown hair. Would you like a peach? What an interesting story it is. The Nile flows through Egypt. Students, hope you have understood and the very well. See you soon for the next lesson.